Hello, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Today you have the Rhino, and we're looking at two beers, two macro beers. One of them I'm more excited about than the other. First, we're going to look at Coors Light Slice Lime. Now, I'm going to say about this one, I was a fan of last year's Coors Light Slice Orange. Coors Light Slice Orange. Um, Can't deny that I was excited about this. Yes, I live in the Arctic now. I get excited about a lot of things, okay? And the other one is going to be Budweiser Nitro. So these were $21 a 12 pack and $19 a 12 pack, plus shipping, which was $72. Yeah, about that. Yeah. Plus the NV price, which was $5 to get my name put on a list. Plus the, yeah, so you get it. We're going to start with the lime. So, what do we got here? We got 4.2% alcohol by volume with a refreshing hint of lime. Now, I won't lie, I did have one of these last night. I do have 12 packs over there. I had one last night right from the can, and I enjoyed it. Again, hard water. I live in the Arctic. It ain't changing. It ain't changing anytime soon. When I lived in Niagara and all that, yeah, I could have used like Star Sand or something to help clean my shit and get rid of some of the hard water marks. But you can't really do that up here. I mean, our water's pumped right from the bay. Then it's held in a giant tank. And from that giant tank, it's put in another smaller tank. And from that smaller tank, it's driven in a truck to your house. And then it's pumped into your tank. And then water for the day. Anyway, smell. Smells just like Bud Light Lime. Okay, it smells just like Bud Light Lime, refreshing lime notes, and nothing else really. A lot like, actually, it smells a lot like Mio Lime. Try it. Cheers. And one of the comments I did see on people drinking this is it reminds me of a Bud Light clone, Bud Light Lime clone. And yeah, I could see that, except the lime, though it isn't any more natural, it kind of tastes a little more natural, and the back end is a little cleaner. So I think, unlike Bud Light Lime, you could probably drink this all night long. Where with Bud Light Lime, I think I enjoy it, but I can only drink one or two of them. After one or two, I'm like, I don't like the taste of this anymore. With this, I'm pretty sure I could go all night long. There's nothing wrong with this flavor wise. Um, Again, it kind of tastes like lime cordial and soda water. It tastes like lime Mio and club soda. It tastes like you bought the little lime juice lime thing, the little lime, and you poured it into soda water. That's what it tastes like. It really doesn't have a beer taste. It's drinkable. Out of 10 on that, I'd give that an 8. But I mean, and I know. Oh my god, Chad, you're supposed to love craft beer. How the fuck can you give? I'm a sucker for that stuff. I'm a sucker for very easy drinking light beers that are flavorful, fruity, especially like Bud Light Radler is probably one of my favorite beers to just drink. I love Radlers, and it's probably my favorite Radler. Actually, Oda Kringer Citrus Radler, and Stiegel Radler are my favorites, but they're both a lot more expensive than the Bud Light Radler. The Bud Light Radler cost me $21 plus shipping as well. So, next, we have this guy, Budweiser Gold Nitro, 5% alcohol by volume. Now, I do remember when Anheuser-Busch bought I don't know if there's a widget in here. I'm going to guess if there is a widget, it's right at the very bottom, just like Mill Street does. Because I remember the big thing was you didn't see a lot of Nitro beers because not many people had a way to get it into a can and keep it there realistically and do things properly. Uh, Guinness would not let anyone really use that. And as soon as Anheuser-Busch bought Mill Street, because Mill Street had created one for their cobblestone stout, and they used it in a few other things. And what they basically did was they affixed it to the bottom, which worries me because this isn't cold, and part of the thing was it needed to be cold. So when I open this, it might blow. But anyway, where I'm going with this is when they bought Mill Street, I was like, oh, we're going to start seeing Nitro beers. It's been some years, but we're seeing a Nitro beer. We're going to open it over here just in case. Now, is this really a Nitro beer? Oh, yeah, it's. No. Oh. Hello to whoever is commenting. I do see you. We will chat in a moment or two. Oh, that's carbonated. That's not nitro. Like, is it just nitro because it's a nitro? Extra smooth golden lager. Oh, flip the can 3 times. Oh, I didn't do that. That's flip the can 3 times. Pour. Okay, well, it's giving you instructions for anyone that didn't. So it is supposed to be a nitrogen beer. This is. No, there isn't anything in there, so it's not like if they didn't use the Mill Street widget. Okay, well, look at it. It's a brassy color. I mean, it's darker than I expected it to be. It is more. Well, I guess it is kind of gold, eh? Like, yeah, scent. Out of the glass, not really much. Out of the can, it has that like sweet doughy scent. Cheers. Let's try it. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. So it has the tiniest little bit of carbonation in it, like tiniest, tiniest, tiniest. Just little bubbles going. Other than that, it is what you'd kind of expect from just a gold lager that is nitroed. It is kind of like a Caffrey's. It's kind of like a Boddington's. It's kind of like Kilkenny. It's kind of like those beers, except it has a little bit less flavor. Um, and those beers don't have much flavor to begin with, but this one has a little bit less than those ones. Um, let's see what was commented here. Good evening to you, Pop Culture Vegan. You're supposed to shake it 3 times and pour it straight. Yeah, see, I didn't expect to have to shake it 3 times to pour it because I'm used to a nitro beer being a nitro beer that you just pour. I didn't expect that. Though I did have one nitro beer that I had to shake. It was a nitro beer from Blood Brothers. It was a nitro stout and no nitro sour, and they're like, shake this, and I'm like, shake a sour? That's just asking for problems. I mean, you don't shake Caffrey's, you don't shake Boddington's, you don't shake Guinness, you don't shake Kilkenny, you don't shake any of the stuff from Black Swan that is done with nitro. You don't shake fucking Cobblestone Stout. You don't shake any of the other beers that Labatt, well, Anheuser-Busch has done with nitro since purchasing Mill Street. You don't shake anything like that, but they do have a widget that contains nitrogen, not mixed in with the beer. But in the end, didn't cascade, but yeah. Little dry and kind of pasty on the back end. A little bit of caramel and butterscotch up on the forefront. A little bit of like an almost burnt charred sugar taste in the middle. It is what it is. It's a nitro lager, and I mean, I was excited to try it because I was excited for the thought. I was excited for the experience. I was excited for the ingenious of just taking Bud and putting nitro on it. Not really as excited now that I've tried it, but I can't say it's bad. Again, being a big craft guy, I can't say this is bad because it's not bad. It's just not. It's not something I will ever buy another 12 pack of. After this is gone, it's gone for me. I'll probably buy some more of the Coors Light Slice for while I'm up here because I mean, what can I get up here? I can get Bud, I can get Alexander Keith's for $100 a 12 pack. I can get Rickard's Red for $84 a 12 pack, or I can get a Molson Dry for $74 a 12 pack. And I don't care to drink any of those. So I will probably buy another slice. I'll probably buy another Radler. I'll probably buy a 12 pack of something else. I did send a whole bunch of questions to Marche Turenne going, do you have bang? And I had a big old list of beers. Which ones do you have and what do you have new and interesting for craft beer? Because I usually try to buy 12 craft beer and 3 12 packs of macro just to drink because I'm still trying to keep the channel going. Out of 10 on that beer, 5.5, maybe a 6. Yeah, I'd say a 6. I'll give it a 6. There's nothing wrong with it. I just won't buy it again. I can't say it's bad. I can't say any of that. I'll probably try and share 1 or 2 of them with my buddy Daniel. But there's nothing in that makes me go, ooh, I want to try this again. I will hopefully get to do a live stream tomorrow. So Pop Culture Vegan, if you want to join us again, you're more than welcome tomorrow. If you want to, try and hit me up on Facebook or something so I can send you the link there at the Albino Rhino Beer Review or Albino Rhino Beer Festival pages. Or try and find me. I'm the only albino with my name. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful evening. We'll be back in about 15 minutes to do a non-alcoholic review with my daughter. And then I'm going to go watch Cube Zero with them because I'm really fucking with their minds with low-budget, shitty movies. Bye, guys.